We're going to be doing Golgari Adventures. This is a really nice little list. It's some classic combinations, right? We have the Edgewall Innkeeper and Foulmire Knight to do a little card draw, a little bit of value defense early on. Also, Order of Midnight, return cards from your graveyard to your hand. Again, a little bit of value, and you get a 2/2. We also have the Murderous Rider and the Lovestruck Beast, a little bit more value and so on. But then we also have some of the really good stuff from the new set. The Kazandu Mammoth to get a little bit more juice out there. Agadeem's Awakening. A lot of tiny creatures that can be leveraged from this. It's fantastic. Also, Polukranos is a fun escape creature. Just a very nice little target. Very good for bringing back with Agadeem's Awakening. And then we have Vivien, Monster's Advocate. It looks like one Cursed Huntsman. A trio of Great Henges. The curve, it actually looks steeper than it is. Really, these are much lower on the curve. So this is a little bit more what the curve actually looks like. And it's just looking to beat ass, man. Which is the exact opposite of what we did with Golgar, or with Dimir Control. Stern says the LEGO games based on movies I feel are solid games. They provide a specific type of fun to people who enjoy them. However, there's a question. Are they LEGO games or are they games based on the movies? The same kind of holds true for Kingdom Hearts since it deals with Disney's IP heavily. You know what? Let's fork off this question here from ZW Stearns. Let's just start getting creative. I actually think that the future is going to be blurred lines between everything to the point where it doesn't even make any sense. And I think that the LEGO Batman game is a great example of this. Batman, the comic, LEGO, the toy, gets merged together into a digital product. I want to start seeing, you know, like I want to start seeing, because I mean, for instance, you'll see like Fortnite cereal where they'll have the Fortnite characters on it to get the kids to be like, Mom, I want this cereal for branding. But what about if you succeed in Fortnite, you can get an additional box of cereal that when you open up gives you 1 free month subscription to a podcast Patreon. Like, that's the sort of shit that I want. I want stuff that is just so referential to one another. I want it to become extreme. I want it to become super extreme. Like, oh yeah, I did the unboxing for The Walking Dead's Secret Lair. But what if you went, like, even deeper than that? Like, what if you could get, like, some sort of vampire-themed coffin as the case to open it up, where you have the Walking Dead characters on Magic cards? Like, how do we keep escalating this to the point of not even really making any sense anymore? Drenson says Idiocracy level marketing. Yeah, but like, I'm sure we can come up with some good ideas right now. We can really come up with some great things here. Is Mr. Maizy running my deck? Ba 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 ba. I mean, I really want something like there is an entire category of product that just somehow starts getting diced apart. You know, like, sure. Yeah, I'm talking about, like, hey, what if all of milk just started getting divided between Marvel and DC? Huh? Like, I mean, come on, that's fucking incredible. Do I just smash out the Agadeems? We have a 2 and a 1? No. Ah! Like, come on, like, what about this? Right? Like, and then you can get Iron Man milk, which is actually dyed red. It's just food dye, so it doesn't affect the nutritional value or the flavor of it, but it's bright red milk. Me? No, I like Batman milk. I only get DC branded milk, and the milk is pitch black. And every time I pour myself some black Batman milk onto my Cheerios, I say, I am the knight. Like, where is this? There's a huge missed opportunity, I feel, to do unimaginably dumb shit. And I want to see it. I want to see it. I'm here for it. What, are you going to counter this, Mr. Measy? Metal says, could you not have played the Great Henge this turn? Yeah, I suppose I could have. I was going for a different line, which is to Agadeem's Awakening, to bring back this and maybe the 1/1. See ya. This looks a lot like the Jeskai control list. I haven't touched my lists in a while because, frankly, I sort of know that I need to do a lot of work, and I've been broadcasting them a lot lately. It's me. Counterspell. Oh yeah, this is so, like Joe Darkwolf says, Magic the Gathering Lucky Charms, and the prize in the box unlocks a month of Netflix that has a new MTG anime, which when completed viewing adds a booster pack to your MTGA account. Like that's terrific, man. I mean, that's actually like so sick. I mean, that's such a great idea. Like, why would you not want that? I want black or green. Probably the black. Kazandu Mammoth. Edgewall Innkeeper. Scavenging Ooze. Pay it. God, there's too much brilliant shit that's right here, you know? Because, I mean, like, there's going to start being incentives outside of money coming up, you know? Oh, we are so fucking on. Alright. I now have deep regrets over who I am and what I am doing. Yeah, I mean, this, like I want to see just product daisy chains. I mean, I think Joe Darkwolf is hitting on something that's pretty brilliant here, which is the product daisy chain, right? What you do is you say, like, if you motherfucker, if you go to Taco Bell and get a Cheeserita or whatever the new pseudo, you know, food-sounding product they're plugging today.
Mind, body, and soul must be trained.
All right, you get a Cheeserita, and if you do that, you get a key to watch a particular show on Amazon Prime. But you can only watch 2 episodes, because after that, after watching 2 episodes on Amazon Prime, then you get a certificate to play Marvel's The Avengers. And if you grind enough, then you can go back to Amazon and you can watch episodes 3 and 4. Like, that's what I'm talking about. Alright, does everything suck? Everything sure kind of fucking sucks in my camp.
This was not my plan.
Sounds terrible. This is a great idea. And Sir Relics 8, I think that we can expand this, right? Like, imagine a free-to-play refrigerator. Okay? Your refrigerator is locked, right? You can put the food in, but once it's shut, it doesn't open, right? Because the refrigerator is free, right? At any point in time, you can pay $1 to open the fridge. Okay? Or you can grind for a in-refrigerator currency. It's one of those smart refrigerators that has like a little tablet on the front, right? On that tablet, you can install really great games, such as various mobile gacha games. And by the way, you would need to pay $2 to have no ads in those. But if you play that game enough, you can earn credits that you can spend to improve your RPG character in the game, or to open up your refrigerator. Like, I really feel like there's some great ideas here. Like, a restaurant where it's beef, free to play, right? That's the model. It's beef, but free to play, okay? And what it is when you go there, you order a steak, and the steak is free. But if you want us to cook it, that's like $2, okay? It's just completely raw meat. Now, for an additional $4, we'll season it, okay? Season the meat. But I mean, like this is a sort of introductory tier of seasoning on the meat. Like if you want to get the founder's tier of meat, or perhaps the definitive edition of the seasoning, that's when you can actually get things like garlic and coriander and some of these nice spices. But again, like the restaurant, it's free. It's the free restaurant. The meat is free. And you know there's people that would go in there with like gloves that have been superheated with plasma and just like hold the meat and just get the outside seared and take the gloves off and cut it with their plastic fork. Because keep in mind, forks are 50 cents each, right? Or you can pay $1 to get 5 fork visits at our free-to-play restaurant. Like, I'm interested in this. Francois Simmons says, any pre-order bonuses for my steak? Ah, yes, that's absolutely true. If you want to get if you want to pre-order our filet mignon before you wind up coming, we'll throw in a free Pepsi, but we're not actually going to give you a cup for it. That's extra, but we'll pour it straight into your fucking hands. So oh, it's really sugary. And look, you want to wash your hands off? No, touch it to the raw steak and get a little bit more sweet. How do we sideboard in this fucking game? I'm figuring it out. Let's see. This probably not. What the hell? I need a shit. I really should have paid attention. We want the planeswalkers. We want the things that have good individual value. I think the Skyclave Shade is good. I think the Agonizing Remorse is good. I think that the Vivien, the Questing Beast, is good. Polukranos is probably out. We need to cut 7 cards. Lovestruck Beast seems to probably suck here, huh? Maybe we should never cut that, but I have no fucking clue what I'm doing here. Rocket Bosch says early access where you can take a bite while it's on the grill. Oh yeah, no, that's really good. Early access is you get to lick the back of the truck that the meat was shipped in. Like, that's the kind of founder's reward that we're excited to share. I really think that this idea has legs, but it also has teeth. This idea is starting to become anatomically possible. Sprays for utensils. That is true. That is true. You can get untradeable in-store cosmetic forks that when you arrive, it's actually your fork. It's the fork that you... I don't want to say that... Oh, I didn't pop this at the end of my turn because I'm an idiot. I don't want to imply that you own the cosmetic. Really what happens is that we apply the cosmetic to your fork that we store, and it's not your fork. You merely will get custody of your fork at any time you show up at Beef Free-to-Play. At any point our business goes under, we're actually going to take all the forks and we're going to recycle them by melting all of your purchases into a big vat that we're going to call a fire sale. Yeah. Anytime you want to get a different utensil, there's unique terms of service with respect to that, you know. You agree that if at any point in time you accidentally find that there's a different ingredient that makes us more flavorful, that we fucking own all of that. Okay? If you bring some ingredients in, we want to let you know that we claim all rights to not just the use of those ingredients with beef in perpetuity, but also all knowledge of how you procured that and all assets and rights thereof. Okay? I'm gonna try to play this game not like an idiot. Return a creature card. Woohoo! Let's get this guy out here and we're gonna draw. Oh, ZW Strings, this is a great idea. It says, what would the season pass get you, Day 9? Whenever you come into the free-to-play cow hut, are you assured that part of the cow you get is edible? Well, it's actually really interesting. With the battle pass, everyone who joins, you know, we don't really like the idea of what some of the other free-to-play beef restaurants are doing, where you open up a chest and you just get to eat whatever's in there, right? you get to buy what is effectively a food loot box, and when you open it up, it's literally 10 random ingredients, and we'll cook it for you, right? So sometimes it'll be like candy canes, a rack of lamb, like raw frogs, oranges, and herbs, like basil. And we'll just work with that. That'll be really good. And then like sometimes you can get like a really sweet one that you open it up and it's like a Twix and a Snickers and Gatorade and a chicken breast. Like that's what's in your food loot box, right? This is, God, we are really getting somewhere. I think that, you know, that I'm not a big fan of. That's why instead of doing food loot boxes, we go with something I think a little bit more reasonable, a little more traditional, which is the food battle pass, where, you know, we'll certainly have a selection. We'll certainly have a selection of things that you can get, but not Jake Zero says, my God, this just made me realize how much those punch cards for a free sandwich were the original battle pass. It's true. It's true. It's true. It's true. It's true. But the idea is that when you want to start eating, everyone can get all the content that's in the food battle pass, right? Like everyone there can just get a slab of beef. That's the base level. And if you get to level 50 of the battle pass, that's what unlocks really exciting options. Some of the more hardcore eater options, things like a filet mignon, a ribeye, you know, some tri-tip, some of our finer sauces. You can get, you know, everything is just unmarinated, right? You can pay for individual marinations, but if you want to like unlock it as a permanent menu option, we definitely have that for those players that are interested in that kind of gameplay experience. Destroy a creature, draw a card. Fuck yeah! No, you're not running negates against me. Oh, thank goodness. Oh, thank goodness. Yeah. And I think that you'll also unlock higher cooking temperatures as you advance the battle pass. But the big thing is we're not interested in really restricting content with our food battle pass. What we're interested in doing is we really want to have cosmetic improvements. We want to let you have different kinds of plates. Maybe you can get a square plate. Square plate is our deluxe premium option. We actually have some nice VFX that twinkle. If you want to just buy that outright, it's $120, but with the Battle Pass, you can just eat there every single day for 2 months and unlock a sparkly square plate for free. Don't ask us the fact that it only took about 20 minutes to get that ordered up in bulk. But for you, you know, it's you know, you're saving $120 of value just by eating at our restaurant for 2 months. It's really, really exciting. Now, some of you may have been tuned into YouTube, and you may have been seeing some of our advertisements. There was someone that is obviously someone who's really interested in food. It's a machinist that manufactures various forms of bolt cutters for industrial purposes. This guy loves our steak. Absolutely. It just goes on and on about it for about 45 seconds, 2 minutes into his video that we paid him handsomely for. I really think it's that sort of authentic community influence that helps show that our free-to-play beef is really some of the best. I don't know why I find this entire thing like so fucking funny, man. Oh, God. If I can be sincere for a moment, in the same way that earlier we were joking about how there were so many fucking terrible movies turned into games, or games turned into movies. There's tons of them that have been terrible, but there's a few good ones. I kind of feel the same way about like free-to-play business model, subscription business model, battle passes. There's really great free-to-play games out there, like really, really, really terrific. I think I've been playing this completely fucking wrong because I've been just laughing and talking to y'all, but anyways, I mean, like, I think that there's been just some terrific free-to-play games. There's been some unbelievably fantastic battle passes. There's been subscription games that are absolutely A+ out of 10. 100%. 100%. There's just enough bad ones that it hurts. You know what I mean? This is so similar to the Jeskai control list that I was running recently. I'm really excited to see that one. Presumably kicking ass and taking names. So I play this. That. Counterspell. Nice. What was that? Did you hear that? What was that? Loudest thing I've ever heard. Yeah, I think Jeskai Control is actually going to be a terrific list. Is this one also running the Onto inversions? Yeah, no, I actually think that this is exactly my list. I don't see a single card out of place. And maybe I was running fewer Spikefield Hazards. I was a little cooler on that card when it first came out. Let's get the hell out of here. Alright, I gotta pay attention in our next match, because that was a funny, fun-ass discussion. Olby says it's not the neighbor's music. Not today. Not today. See, I think stupid business models is just the funniest shit ever. Like SoupTube. You guys know about SoupTube? This was a post on Reddit that someone was like stressed out and frustrated because their partner pitched this business idea to her that he'd been working on like really hard called SoupTube. And here's the way SoupTube works. That the city itself has a variety of tubes of tubes to deliver various forms. Okay, let's probably play the land first, I'm thinking. Has tubes with various forms of soup in it. So maybe split pea soup, chicken noodle soup. And at your house, what you can do is you can go to the SoupTube website and you can pay a subscription to get access to, yeah, no. And they'll hook the SoupTube up to your house, and then you actually just have like a tap that you can have as much soup as you want out of it. Just for a monthly subscription fee, right? Isn't that great? Soup tubes. It's really good. Now, I don't know why anybody would ever allow this at all. I have a suspicion, a sinking suspicion, that Villain will be playing a sacrifice effect next turn. And I mean, like, this poor girl was just talking about, like, you know, I was laughing, but then I realized that he was, like, actually serious. And was genuinely, like, wanting me to invest money in shit. Oh, fuck. Oh, it was just so funny, man. It was just so freaking funny. And she's like, why would the city let you do this? Do you realize how much infrastructural cost there'll be? How do you make sure that the soup doesn't just wind up rotting in the tubes? Oh, it's so good. Gowerly, it's good to see you. I'm sorry about all the times I killed you on accident, man. I, like, really apologize for that shit. Oh, it's a charming prince. Yeah, watch this shit. Sack this, idiot. Bam. No, 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 no. I have so many tiny 1/1s. Each player sacks a creature, loses a life, draws a card, and discards. Discard Polukranos. And now Villain can sack the Doom Foretold or can sack the Glass Casket, thereby bringing back a creature for me. Ah. What? This doesn't seem like a good idea at all. Alright, yeah, because I will sacrifice this. I will then sacrifice this. I will then, perfect, do something like this. And play this guy again. And when I swing, I'm going to make each player discard a card. See you later, Mammoth. Double Doom Foretold, sack. I really think that we've hit on some incredible business successes with Beef free-to-play. Good. This is Exile 6, I believe, so I can cast this hard right now. Oh yeah, put it in the hand, man. Let's get that one discarded. And I'll fight you. How about each player just discards a card? Look at that. Bam! Done! Get rid of this. I'm gonna keep my mana up so I can fight whatever falls into the way. And then I can draw a card otherwise. Bash 101 says, Day 9, I just started grad school a couple of months ago, and I'm struggling with staying motivated. Do you have any tips on staying motivated? Well, tell me a little bit more. Tell me a little bit more. In what way are you feeling demotivated? Wilt, this goes... Agonizing Remorse seems good. I don't know what I ever cut from decks like this. I think Polukranos is a big shitter here. Garruk Curse Huntsman might not be the one. What do we cut in this matchup? I'm not very good at cutting with Golgari because all my cards are good, huh? Maybe we do cut the Order of Midnight. That actually seems pretty darn reasonable, huh? Screw this card. I'm going home. I'd like you. Let me trim a henge, huh? I lean towards cutting this card one because like it seems hard to maintain a board against someone that's making me sack all of my shit. But who knows? I certainly don't. I don't even know how this game is played. It's me, Kazandu Mammoth. Oh no, my totally awesome ooze. Ah, shit, I never suspected you would do that. Yeah, we're asking about motivational issues from our friend. That material that we learn every week causes me to study most days, and I don't know how to balance downtime and study time. Yeah, I mean... that does sound like many of my friends' experience with graduate school. Well, this just panned out really well, huh? I mean, I think a big thing is to, step one, Bash, I would aggressively Get your sleep schedule, eating schedule, hydration schedule, like, fucking on point, man. Like, really, 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 really work hard to make sure that it is good. No, that's not the right one. Ugh. I don't know why I misclicked that hard for this one. Make sure you're exercising. A lot of this stuff is, like, small, but it can, like, go such a long way to just making you feel amazing. I mean, this is a big part of the discipline here. You know, being the friendly neighborhood day 9. I mean, I have to just be very, very diligent about sleeping a lot, eating healthy on stream days, you know, shit like this. But truth be told, man, if the problem you're having is that you're burned out, because you don't like the work and you're not that interested in it. Well, I guess we don't need to do this. I mean, that's a real concern, and there's a reason that a lot of people nowadays are dropping out of grad school, not doing grad school programs, and are going straight into industry. I have multiple friends that were pursuing a PhD and ditched it. But also, there's something that I find a lot, that if I'm really rested and really diligent about focused work time and focused nothing time, focused chill time, right? If I'm really good about that, I find that the effort that I put into the subject begets interest and motivation. Motivation and interest is the output of the work. It's not the requirement before I begin the work. Good example, machine learning. I wanted to learn about machine learning, so I just suffered through it, man. I just fucking suffered. It was actually terrible at first. I mean, it was horrible trying to learn how that shit worked, man. Trampled. Until I started to learn more, and then I'd do some experiments, and then nothing would work, and then I'd do some more experiments, and nothing would work. I'd do some more experiments, and something would work, but it would be inconsistent, it would be kind of weird, so I'd try it again, and then something would work. Sheriff, what are you doing? Hey, what are you eating? Hey, stop eating that dust. Give me that. Don't eat the dust. You just puke it up later. Is that door open? It is. Are you a happy cat? What happened is then things started to work, and then I started to, and things that part of that is because I know what the experience arc is. This is next creature spell. Great. I know with other things that I have developed expertise at that it was fucking terrible at first. I know that. It kind of always is that way. Reach.
Beauty lies in variation.
Another one of these, huh? Yeah, but I mean, I totally know that it's terrible. Oh, great. There's a reason we picked Trample. Got him. Bing bong. I know that StarCraft has felt like shit a lot of the time, but I kept pushing and pushing and pushing until I got better at it. My God, we've won a game. Excuse me. I know that. So, like, a lot of times when I start staring up the hill of something very intimidating, I remind myself that intimidation is normal, lack of motivation is normal. What I need is not to feel unintimidated. It's not to feel motivated. It's not to feel inspired. It's not to feel energized. I don't need any of those things. All I need is one, patience. That's the first one. All I need is patience, discipline, and comfort with uncomfortable feelings. There's a lot of days when I'm like sitting down to stream, It's like, Sean, do you feel motivated to stream? No. Unbelievably fucking no. Like, not even a little bit. I don't want to do it. But I also don't need to be motivated to do anything. Atrocity says, how do you get yourself to ignore your feelings of not wanting to do it? We, culturally, ignore painful feelings or random feelings all the time. Atrocity, have you ever been tired, but you just stay up anyways? You ever done that shit? You know what I'm talking about? You ever been hungry, but you're driving, and you have somewhere you have to be, you just keep going? Bash101 says, how do you deal with procrastinating? I don't procrastinate. And I'll make it a little bit more concrete. Let's say that there is an assignment that is given to me on a Friday that is due on a Monday. I will start the assignment on Friday night. I will continue it on Saturday morning. You know what I mean? I think I'm Lovestruck in it here. Here. And I've consistently found that I need, like, I can first identify the procrastination time. When would procrastinating an assignment that's due on Monday be? When would that be? It would be Sunday, particularly Sunday night. So if I don't do it on Sunday, when should I do it? Right? I can kind of like work backwards from there. Sack a creature? Oh, you got him. Get out. This looks like we be winning, huh? And I mean, what I'm not going to say is that that's hard. Or, excuse me, what I'm not going to say is that that's easy. I'm not just going to be like, oh, you just don't procrastinate. Done. But what I want to note is that the reality of it really kind of is about making yourself first block out a bunch of time to think about when you're going to do stuff and how you're going to do that stuff. And I think I still just sack this little buddy. Because I have a lot of draws coming up, yeah? Perfect. I don't know why I played that one first. What can we do? Dire Tic Tacs, you got it. Yeah, I've always found that scheduling big blocks of time to think about stuff is incredibly useful. As in, like, instead of I'm going to wake up at 6 and get to work at 6:30. You know, like, I'm going to get up at 6 and just spend the morning figuring out what to do for the next 3 days. Which could be, get up at 6 the next day and start working at 6:30. But, like, really, like, a lot of planning is super nice. What am I doing here? Nah. What match was Soul Shatter for? I have no idea. I net deck this shit. Yeah. Hangman's Moose is having kids ruin so much planning. I've heard... I have a productive parent friend who gets up at 4. Because from 4 to like 6:30 is his time. That's his alone time, man. The only thing I can think to add is the Epic Downfall. I mean, everything else seems fine, right? I kind of want to get this lady in. Maybe put another Bloodchief Thirst, but I don't know. Polukranos seems like kind of a weird one. I'm gonna punish this, man. I'm gonna Bloodchief's Thirst this shit right away. Discard away, Grim One. Discard away, dude. Woohoo! I think the Death Toucher is just too good of a blocker. It's just too good. I'll chill here. These 1/1 Death Touchers are doing the business, man. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Send in the team, baby. And it's sack 2 humans and destroy a thing? Okay. Okay, 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 okay. It's all fine. I'll deftly Death Touch this. Villain can sack a thing. It's fine. Totally fine. Oh, not really. Okay. Well, alright. The perfect blocks. I don't fucking have black open. Oh, man, I miscounted my mana. Oh, crap. Oh my god, I had the nut play. Oh my god, I was wondering where the stops went. That's actually quite good. What can you do? What can you do? Opponent's going to draw land, and that's going to be that. GG. Oh. Oh. Alright, well. 3/3. Reach. Alright, villain didn't draw a land. Okay, that's okay. That's all okay. This is fine. We are fine. Block it, my goosey pal. Okay, so I can play this. I can +1 like this. I think it's gotta be reach.
Every day is a new mutation.
Do like this, which heals us for 3 and puts a lifelinker onto the battlefield with a counter on it. And I think we're getting there. I think we're getting there. Okay, I think we're doing it. I think we are doing it. Okay. And then I think hey, looking good. Ah. Play this, draw a card. Okay, seems pretty good. They cast the top card if it is a creature. Okay. This was a very narrow win. Reach.
I'd like you to meet.
Phew! Oh, Golgari gets it done. Golgari always gets it done. Oh, yes. Oh, yeah. Woo! Is it just me, or do each and every one of you get 400 messages a day about what to vote for, who to vote for, from places you haven't lived at in 10 years? You know what I'm saying? My God, it's driving me insane. Get out there and vote. I voted. I'm done. I literally physically can't vote more than I have. You know what I mean? It's terrible. It's so annoying. My God. Kazandu Mammoth. Sure. Sunny Onage. Oh my God, it was horrible. So you do like this and then like that. Yeah, look, voting is important. You know, look, I'm going to be real, okay? I'm going to be real for a moment. I personally believe that advertising and the whole process of advertisers paying for stuff to get in front of our eyeballs so that I can see it when the company's trying to link stuff to me, broadly speaking, I think that's terrific. Broadly speaking. I think that's amazing. Comic books. I generally like comic books. And in comics, it can be kind of hard to find the comic book that's right for you. You kind of have to become very active and search through and hunt for stuff. And then all of a sudden, I start to see, choose cards to reveal, Foulmire Knight. You can take a peek at that. I think it's great that if there's an algorithm that can determine that I'm someone that might consider this comic. I think that's, like, generally good. But I feel like the way that stuff is happening lately, man, oh my god. It's just constant flooding of garbage. Just constant flooding of garbage, man. There's no quality control in anything anymore. Completely lost its damn mind. Let's get the one that draws the cards, huh? Try to force villain to sack some good stuff. I mean, it's just like way too much. Oh my god. Organ Crete says, "Hi, I'm Morgan Crete, a volunteer with Fibblethip for Ravnica State Senate. Fibblethip is tired of being hopelessly lost. And wants to help out each and every homunculus. Can Fibblethip count on your vote for Ravnica State Senate?" Indeed. Let's ditch that one, huh? Now let's put villain in a pickly spot. Right? Pick off this shit. One comes down. Yeah, I don't know. I like it's the concept of advertising. I'm pretty good with. I kind of like. It seems totally reasonable. There are gaming channels that I watch that have done promotional content for games, and I'm like, that looks cool. I'll check that out. I do that. It makes total sense to me. Cooking channels that say, here's a cooking product that I use that I really like. Makes sense to me. But when no one talks to me via phone, no one, and my phone is literally detonating 20 hours a day with just, you need to vote. Hector Fernandez desperately needs your vote. I voted. Hector, I voted, man. Alright, so let's actually do, like, is this the right one? I mean, I may as well just draw a card. Yeah, I mean, like, I do not respond to any call that is from a number that is not saved in my phone. I should actually just auto-block that, man. I suppose we can all make an exception for this year. I suppose we can. Things are a bit dire lately. Dire feeling, at least. Despite the dire feeling, things are actually pretty good. Oh my god. Oh my god, Mohenjo-Daro, that is, I mean, let's get political! I mean, oh my god, I find that actually hilarious. I find that so funny, man. That, ooh, I do need to do this turn, huh? I need to pay 3 life and then zap this guy, huh? There is I find it so freaking funny that Uber and Lyft are spending like $1 bazillion billion on advertisements saying, please do not pass a law in California that would make us need to pay our drivers more. They want to be independent contractors. And there's something that feels really weird to me. I think it's like over 400 million has been put in from all of them. Maybe I'm wrong on that. Maybe it was like 40 million from each of them. How much was spent on Prop 22 advertisements? How much was it? 180 million. I mean, I don't know. It just feels so face up. You know what I mean? Everyone comes back. Okay, so this guy's coming back, so we're gonna get this guy down. Doing this in the worst order possible because that's how I roll. Perfect. Alright, let's get in for some damage. Bam! There it is. Feels nice. Golgari says there is value in having them be contractors currently in California. If they're employees, they can't log in and out as they want. They'll have to be scheduled. Yeah, I do think that there's absolutely some, I think, nuance to the situation that's easy to pretend like there's not. It's easy. It's so easy to just be like, oh my god, obviously they're trying to screw over everyone. This might be death for us, alright? Gonna have to trade away. And then this goes away. Oh, it's definitely nuanced. There's definitely nuance to that, of course. But it sure does just look so funny, man. It just looks so hilariously, comically funny from the outside. And this guy's coming back at this end step. Yeah, so I gotta bounce on out. Yeah, I just find it so hilarious. Where I see the commercials and it's just like 4 out of every 5 drivers wants to stay as a contractor. This advertisement was paid for by the people that actually pay those contractors. I mean, I'm just kind of like, oh, that kind of looks face up. Let's see, how do we attune our deck to beat this pooper? I think the Wilts are helpful. Rankles seem a little weak, huh? Rankles don't seem like they're gonna give us the best. Garruk says, with the amount they paid on those ads, they could have just paid the drivers more. Let's see. If it's 200 million on the ads, rounding up, and they have, what, 200,000 drivers in California? Or is it 20,000, something like that? It's like 1,000 per person. Let's see here. Maybe some epic downfalls seem pretty tight. Order of Midnight can get the hell out. So can Bloodchief. Bloodchief's Thirst seems pretty bad here. I don't know. I like Vivien. I think that she's very tight. But I think this is probably the right boarding choice. Let us eat food. Phantom of Ares. Oh my god, you're right. Phantom of Ares, you are totally correct. Yeah. I'm gonna forcibly steer us away from the conversation about various things, because this got kicked off the ground by me bringing up how annoyed I am about getting spammed, and then how hilarious I find it that you have companies like Uber and Lyft paying a shitload of money to be like, please, we don't want to pay people. And then some people intelligently pointed out that that's far more nuanced than that, and I agreed to that. And then, of course, it gets more conversation. Then all of a sudden, we're no longer people trying to play Magic and get away from all the stresses of being spammed. Because I just got done talking about how I was tired of being spammed on my phone, driving me crazy. Just got done talking about that. I literally just completed the great talking about that. And then I just turned into the spammer. I just turned into the spammer-ammer. So with that regard, let's talk about what I should play on Friday. And maybe, should it be Kid Chameleon? I don't know. I think I actually am going to start. Why would you ever tap like the... Fuck! Ah! Lo and behold, Day 9 saved himself some points. I'm so annoyed. So annoyed, dude. Everyone's doing Yorion nonsense gimmicky bullshit, man. We gotta go back to mono big red, you know what I'm saying? Jacob says the auto-tapper didn't account for the Foulmire Knight since it wasn't a playable field until after it resolved. I mean, I know in a literal sense that is true. I know in a... Man, everything's going crazy. I know in a literal sense that that's true, but I mean, like, this is... If you create a utility that helps think through a lot of the mana implications for me, so that I don't have to, it does hurt me a bit when all of a sudden there's a really obvious case that could have been thought of. That didn't work. Possum said, I used to go to the UK when I was younger. The difference between crisps and chips is one of the first things I learned. My God, ain't that the truth right there, man? Coltrane says, is there a place somewhere we can suggest games for Day 9 to play on Fridays? Right here. Right here. No. Noida just came out. I was not that big of a fan of Noida. Noida, Vosum, I would give that like a 6 out of 10. 6 out of 10. I think that it had this simulated element, but the moment-to-moment gameplay I didn't find to be particularly satisfying. Fuck. Like, here's the thing, I really do not want to play anything scary. Not anything scary. You played Mirror's Edge? Yeah, I played it on stream. I think we even beat it on stream. You mood for some action, man. Mood for something. Going Under? What's Going Under about in Mohenjo-daro, man? What is that one about? What is that one about? I played Frog Fractions? I haven't, and I know that that's a game that I probably should play at some point, and I know it's like completely bonkers. Woohoo! Let's hope that our opponent does not run any of those Elspeth Conquers Death cards. Alright, all decks except my deck. Sucks! I don't like anything that isn't something I built. We're only going to do my decks for the rest of the day. We're only going to do my decks, starting, of course, with Big Red. Big Red is where it's at, man. Big Red's where it's at.